Hey, yo, this is Meek J, and I'm rocking with Mikey T, the movie star, and we live on Report Card Radio.
I also want to talk about another record you did. You also produced Chinx Drugz' last record with DJ Clue.
Yes.
Could you tell me about how that whole thing came about?
Well, that's another great story. I was on my way to LA. I was working with Askia Fontaine. He was the senior VP of Atlantic Records out in LA. And he flew me out to LA, and he was putting me in the studio with Wale Camp, with Phil and all those guys out of Washington. So while I was flying out, I'm on a plane, I get on United, and my flight is in the back. But while I'm on the line waiting to get on the plane, you be loaded up to get on the plane, Clue was on the line. He was in the front, he was in first class. I said, oh shit, they go Clue right there, like Clue right here. So boom. I say, okay, this is my opportunity. I'm running to Clue. I'm gonna speak to him when I get on the plane. So, he got in first class. I finally got on the plane. I seen him. I said, what's up, Clue? He said, what's up? He said, I've seen Clue plenty of times in passing, just being on the hip hop scene. So he was very familiar with me. So I started, what's up, Clue? I'm on my way to LA. I got some work out there. He said, well, you working? What you doing? I said, I'm producing. I got records. I did Lover Boy for the OMG Girls. Now I'm breaking down the little records I did. I did Super Throw for Game. He said, well, all right, cool. When we get off the plane, I'm going to kick it with you. So, boom. He landed in LA. He in the first class. He got off. So, I'm in the back. Like, damn, I hope he ain't leave. Like, I got off the plane. He was right there waiting for me. He asked me, where was I staying? I said, yo, I'm staying in Studio City out there in LA, whatever. So he's like, cool, look, give me your number. I'm going to be in the studio with Fabulous later on tonight. I want you to come through. Boom. So I got to my hotel, unpacked. I knew like probably like the next day I was going to see Askia and get the work I came to do done with him. But I was anxious to see what I'm going to get in the studio with Fab. I got some perfect for Fab. Like, had a dope ass record for Fab. Like, it's a track that I normally went with Fab. And he called me like, hey, look, meet me over here, wherever the location was. I went down to the studio and Fab never showed up, but Chinx Drugz showed up. So when he showed up, I was already there early. So I already got everything set up. I'm playing beats, I'm working on beats, and I already had the vibe going in the studio, you know what I'm saying? Because actually I beat Clue to the studio. So by the time he walked in, I already had the ambiance, you know what I mean? He walked into a hot studio, beats jamming, banging, and then Chinx walked in like with Clue, and they came in, they sat down, we was kicking it, but I had beats rolling, and then I had a beat that came on, and Chinx said, yo, I want that beat right there. So whatever Clue and Chinx came to work on, Chinx picked the tracks that I was playing, and Clue, another great guy, because him and Chinx had something else they were doing. But since Chinx loved the beat that I was doing, Clue said, look, Meek, load that up, let Chinx jump on that real quick, and boom, do your thing. And then, boom, he gave me the opportunity. Chinx loved it. We came up with a great record, I Do. Chinx wanted it for his album. You know what I'm saying? We kicked it. I want this for my album. He killed it. He killed the record, whatever. And, that was like, history in the making. We left LA. He left for Florida. He went to Florida. So me and him was on the phone kicking it. I was cool with his team and all that. So we all vibing. And, I texted him, what's up, Chinx? What's up? When you coming back? Like, when you coming to New York, whatever. Or we get up in Jersey and I'm going to finish that record with you. He's like, yo, I'm in Florida, fool. That's how he talk, in Florida, fool. I'm going to be back in a week. And that week he came back. I guess he went to a show in Brooklyn. And, whatever happened at that time, we never got to meet, to finish the record. You know what I'm saying? So, rest in peace to Chinx, one of the greats, another legend, upcoming legend in hip hop. Rest in peace to that brother. But that was a great time. I'm happy that I had the opportunity to actually get to know him, work with him, and actually experience that. He had a great personality, and that's a great thing for me to have that under my belt.
Nah, man, I'm glad you had the chance to share that story about Chinx, man. Definitely a close friend of mine, man. And it's dope that DJ Clue actually, put you in that position to do that record, man. Amazing.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Thanks to Clue, too. Shout out to Clue, Desert Storm. You know what I'm saying? But
Rest in peace, Chinx.
rest in peace, Chinx.
What are you currently working on? Like going from there, what are you currently working on right now? I know you got an artist by the name of, is it Baby Homi from
Yeah,
Hutterville Family coming up? Is that right?
that's right. Baby Homi is the newest project that I'm working on besides the Traffik album that we just put out with Gunplay. Now, the explaining like how the Baby Homi project came about is and just the HVF project and all the artists you hear on the project is artists that work with me. OBH, I got the relationship with them. Hocus 4/5, I got the relationship. Swelly, I got the relationship. But every other artist that's on it besides the special guest, including Shotgun Suge, is all the artists that I work with. I used this album Traffik, where me and Gunplay have a great relationship. I worked with Gunplay as well during the Loverboy record. We spent time in Atlanta, not to jump off topic, but we lived in Atlanta together. So when I did Loverboy, event sent me down there and I went to LA, worked with Game and all those guys. I came back, circled back to Atlanta, and me and Gunplay stayed in the house together. And I watched him make all his mixtapes all the videos when he fighting himself, all that stuff was done right there in the house in Atlanta in Fulton County. You know what I mean? Also directed by Andy that worked with Gunplay and Rick Ross at that time. Yep. But because of the relationship I had with Gunplay and doing the first record on the album, Leave the World Behind You, that's an old record. Me and Gunplay did that a couple of years back. I just put it back on the album just because that was our first record. But because of that relationship, me and Gunplay decided to work on a project together. And just put up a project. But I came up with the idea, this would be a good time for me to showcase my artists coming out of Newark, New Jersey. Whereas not me just as a producer and me and Gunplay and then, putting a project out and not get some, notoriety as a producer, I figured that I might as well broaden my horizons and showcase my whole company and what I'm doing with Gunplay. And Gunplay Gunplay reminds me of Tupac. That's how real Gunplay is. Like Gunplay is a super duper star. Like he's out of this world. People look at Gunplay as the rapper, but he's so much bigger than a rapper. And he's one of the realest MCs and realest persons that I ever met and most talented because he was the guy that when I had the idea to put my city out and my artist, he had no problem with it. He actually came all the way from Miami, stayed with me in Newark, New Jersey for 2 weeks and did the entire project and got us off the ground, which is Baby Homi, Bigger Bees, Jet Lag Juice, rest in peace to Triple Beans, and also Taz Bricks, who's sitting here with me right now. She's on the project. So he came and blessed us. Gunplay officially put Newark on the map for 2020, and I gotta make sure that he gets that credit. He came in the city, shot all 3 videos in Newark and in New York City, one of the greatest guys that you ever could meet. And he got the soul of a Tupac, if you ask me. That's just my personal opinion.
I want to talk about the collaboration album Traffik with Gunplay. Can you tell me a little bit about how that came together?
The Traffik album, it came together, it started with Baby Homi. Now, Baby Homi out of HVF, Hooterville Family, the hottest rappers coming out of Newark, New Jersey. Taz Bricks, another hot rapper coming out of Newark, New Jersey. But it started with Baby Homi. He was the hottest artist in Newark, New Jersey. Out of everybody, they're all hot. All individuals that you see on that album cover, they're hot. You know what I mean? There's a couple of other guys I didn't name. I'll get to that. But Baby Homi had all the views and all the fans in Newark, New Jersey. So we started working on Baby Homi's project. And Baby Homi also stands for Baby Homicide because he's really a street kid. Like he really lives with the music. He lived the streets before the music. The music just came along. So he's everything that you hear in those rhymes, that's his real life. But I was working on his project and I needed an avenue to get him off the ground. And the whole project with Gunplay, like Gunplay said, Meek, I need a project with you. So I was working on Homi's project. Gunplay wanted to work on a solo project. And I said, well, hey, let's put Baby Homi and Gunplay together on this project. And this is how it really went. So, boom. Once Gunplay said he's with it, he's gonna fly up, my mind went to, I could make this a bigger than just Baby Homi and Gunplay. I could showcase the whole entire label with Gunplay. So I included Bigger B's. I included Triple Beans. I included Jet Lag Juice. Tally, that's on the front cover, Tally Up. He's a director. He worked with me all the way through the project, so he made the album cover because he was loyal to me and he helped me with everything along the way. So he made the album cover, even though he's not a part of HVF. You know what I'm saying? But he's on the album because that's a good friend of mine and he helped me. But Cash Bricks, that's on the album, Brills on the album, all those artists you see on there, you know, that's from Newark. I put them on there just to expand the label and bring awareness to the future of hip hop, which is Newark, New Jersey. So once I got Gunplay up here, like I said, Gunplay was open arms. He embraced me and everything and every idea that I had. And he got in that studio with me, and the working process in there, Gunplay's a genius.
So I want you to tell me, how did you actually initially link with Gunplay? What brought you guys two together in the first place?
Well, how I linked with Gunplay was on some street shit. There was street things going on. Gunplay was on the run with, you know, he had a situation with the accountant, and, you know, he busted the accountant up on tape. Everybody knows that. It's documented. And he was on the run at the time. So he was in Atlanta, you know, on the run. Neutral people that we know from the streets that's very powerful. I know, he know. They let me know, well, Gunplay in town, you've been working on records, Gunplay staying with me. Come to my house. Now, this is a mansion. Like, this is big time guys. Like, you know, they really do their thing. And they brought me down to meet with Gunplay. While I was hot with the Lover Boy and the Game record, I got in the studio with Gunplay, and we came up with like 4 hit records. But Leave the World Behind You was the main one. You know what I'm saying? And we just hit it off. We rocked. He from the streets, I'm from the streets. We both do music. We both dope at it. It was bound to happen. So our relationship was strong, like 5 years prior, well, 3 to 4 years prior to the Traffik project. So me and Gunplay already had a great relationship, just working, me and him, producer and artist. And when the Traffik thing came along, it started, like I said, with me trying to get Baby Homi off the ground. And Gunplay said, I'll do it. And then my mind expanded past just Baby Homi. I made the project bigger and broader. And Gunplay came in, knocked the project out. And here we are today, New Jersey, on the rise. We're here with Mikey T, the movie star right now.